Hello dear friends, welcome back to our channel Vage Academy of Mathematics. So for the past few sessions we were seeing things which are related to UGC NET paper 1 mathematics and aptitude part. Okay. So last session we started with a topic called number series. There we saw few fundamentals that are to be known in prior to attempt questions from number series. Also we saw few basic examples, and as a continuation here in this session we are about to see the general approach, the approach how to handle, how to manage with the questions which are related to number series. This is what we are going to see here in this session. So whenever a number series question is coming to you, is given to you, by what approach we have to start? Okay, that is what the way we have to handle the question, by what approach we need to test it. All these things are what we are going to see here in this session. Okay, so we are not going to work any problems here in this session. So we will work out the problems in a separate session. We will be seeing in the upcoming sessions. There we will be solving the problems. But before that, we need to know the basic approach. Okay, for that basic approach to learn, that is what we have this session. Okay, so yes, now given a number series question, you are given a number series question. So how should I approach it? How should I start approaching it? Okay, from there only we are going to start here this today's session. Okay, so whenever a number series question is given to you, we have seen already some basic examples in our previous session itself. If you have not seen those videos, please kindly see those videos and come that video and come, because it would be easy for your understanding. Because if you are not seen that, it would appear to be much incomplete to you. That is why. So I have attached the link of that video here in the description box of this video. You can just have a look of that video and come here. So whenever a number series question is given to you, we will be having a series of sequence of numbers, and the approach, how we are going to approach the questions, if you ask, first of all we have to see the nature of the questions. Okay, the nature of the given sequence. So how is our sequence? That is where we have to start. Okay, so if we see the nature of the sequence, there are basically some three types of nature. This is what. Okay, so we will see them one by one, and we will see the approach and what all the tests are to be done for the sequences. Okay, so the first among them is this nature is an increasing nature. Okay, so your number series which is given will be an increasing sequence. This is going to be the very first type. Okay, so how will be the numbers? If you see, the numbers will be in an increasing manner. You will have a small number, then next term, okay, that will be little bigger than the first term, and the third term that will be bigger than the second term. Fourth term will be even bigger. So this way your sequence will be growing. So such a sequence is what we call it as an increasing sequence. So if you want to show it pictorially, so this way I can show you. Okay, your first series will be a small number, then a comparative a bigger number, then a bigger number, then a bigger number, then a bigger number. So this way if your sequence is growing, then this is called an increasing sequence. Okay, so we will start from what we need to do when we see an increasing sequence. Okay, or what are the tests we need to do when we are given an increasing sequence. Okay, so we have already seen the basic operations. What are the four basic operations in mathematics? Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. These are going to be the four basic operations. Now we have to think logically among these operations, which operations if we perform, we will happen to get the numbers increasing. That is, I have these four basic operations. Suppose if I am given some number, okay. Now think what operation if I do, I will be able to get an increase. This way we have to think. Okay, so if we think what all the operations we will have addition and multiplication. Yes, this is quite logical, right? Because when I have a number, either when I add some number to it, or if I multiply some number to it, we will happen to have an increase. This is what happens. Okay, so our logic that we need to understand here when we see an increasing sequence is, this is what we have to think about: addition and multiplication basically. Okay, this is what. Now if you see, there are four basic tests here. Okay, so what are going to be the four basic tests? I'll just write it, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So, some 4 basic tests are what we need to undergo when we are given an increasing sequence, okay? So, as I told, what 2 operations will be making our numbers to increase? We will either have addition or we will have multiplication, right? So, these are the 2 possible ways where we can find an increase in the sequence, okay? So, that means our first test we need to do is by addition, okay? So we need to find whether there is a pattern that can be followed, that can be observed in that sequence through addition. This is what is the first thing that we need to test, okay? The second thing we need to test is whether we can do by multiplication, whether there is some pattern followed through multiplication. That is the second test that we need to do, okay? And third and fourth are there. What are the other 2 tests if you ask? They are going to be combinations of these operations, okay? So what are going to be the combinations? This third and fourth are going to be somewhat rare kind of applications, okay? So this won't be much frequent, okay? Questions which are based on these operations won't be much frequent in our exam, but yet it is better if we note them, okay? So what are the other 2 operation chances? What are the other 2 tests we need to do? If you see here, they are going to be combinations of operations. So let me write the combinations. There are 2 combinations here, okay? So the third one, the next thing is multiplication and addition, then multiplication and minus, that is subtraction, okay? So in these possible ways also we may happen to get our sequence increasing, okay? So if I roughly say like this, you won't be able to get an understanding. I will just give you some very simple examples so that it will be giving you a very clear understanding, okay? Suppose if I have some number, okay, just take as very simple, okay, I am taking 5, okay? So now I want to increase this 5. So what are the possibilities I can do? I know when I add some number, I can increase, right? So 5 plus some number 3 I am doing. So definitely what happens? The answer will be 8. So from 5 we went to 8. So what happened? It is an increase, okay? So this way also we can have the terms, okay? So that is when we have 5 in our first term, then 8 in the second term, next term, okay? Not only first or second, it can even be any term and the other term which is going to come after this term, this first term, okay? So when we have this like this, it is an increase. So this would have happened by what manner? By addition, okay? 5 plus 3 if I do, I will be able to get 8. This is an increase. Or otherwise, through multiplication also we can have the increase, okay? Suppose 5 is there, and if I just do multiplication, here also I will happen to get an increase. So first term is 5 and then the next term is 15, okay? See here, now also my number is getting increased. This way also I can have my pattern, okay? So either by addition or by multiplication I can have the increase, okay? Now we will see the third case, okay? Third case is multiplication with addition. That is, here I can give a very easy example here again. So I have 5. Just think of, I am going to multiply, then with that answer I am going to add, okay? I am going to multiply a number, then with that answer I am going to add some number, okay? Then also we can have a possibility to increase, okay? Suppose I have 5, if I just multiply 5 into 3 and if I just do some plus 1. So what happens? 5 3s are, it is 15. Now 15 plus 1 I will be getting 16, okay? So this way also I can have my sequence. First term is 5, the next term is 16. This way also I can have. See here also I have a possibility of getting increase, okay? And the last one is multiplication with subtraction, okay? This may appear very weird to the candidates, okay? Why multiplication with subtraction? Why is subtraction coming here? It may feel weird to the students, but that is also a possibility. See here, if I just multiply and then subtract some number, also I can have an increase, okay? 5 into 3. Suppose I am subtracting some 2. Just for an example I am taking, okay? So 5 into 3, now 15. 15 minus 2 will give us 13, okay? So first term is 5 and the next term which is coming after is 13, okay? See here, now also my term is getting increased, okay? So I'm just coming to say that This way also we may have possibilities where we can get an increasing sequence. Okay, so kindly remember this. Whenever we are given an increasing sequence, we will have the possibilities of these 4 tests. Okay, try to do these 4 tests. First one is try with addition, whether by addition there is some pattern which can be observed. Then multiplication, by multiplication whether we are able to follow some pattern, or if these 2 tests are going to fail, then come to the third possibility. Okay, multiplication with addition, or the fourth, multiplication with subtraction. Okay, as I told at the beginning itself, these are going to be little rare. Okay, but it doesn't mean that you need to ignore it. Okay, so keep these also. Okay, keep these also. After you give priority to the first 2, if they are not working, in the case if they are not working, if the first 2 are not working, then go try the third one, fourth one. Okay, this way also you can perform. Okay, so whenever an increasing sequence is given, this is the way we have to proceed to get our test, to go tests. Okay, to go test our sequence. Okay, fine. Yes, so now I need some free space once again. So for that reason, let me clear this. Okay, yes, and now let us go to our second nature, which is the decreasing. Okay, so increasing, we saw the first nature, which is increasing, and now we jump into decreasing. Okay, what about a decreasing sequence? Decreasing is exact opposite of the first one, which is increasing. So here how we will be having the terms in a decreasing sequence? We will be having the terms like, we will have a number with which our sequence will start, then the second number will be smaller compared to the first, third one will be smaller than compared to second, fourth one would be even smaller, fifth one would be even smaller. So likewise, if you see the terms, I mean the numbers are getting reduced in the size, then you are given a decreasing sequence. Okay, this is the way we have to understand. So if I want to represent this, you will have a number, the first number, then second number will be smaller than that, third number will be even smaller, fourth one will be smaller, fifth one will be smaller. So like this, your sequence will be diminishing. It will be getting reduced with its size of numbers. Okay, so the number size will be reduced, then you are given a decreasing sequence. If your sequence is given to be a decreasing sequence, then what tests are all we need to do, that we will see now. Okay, so here also we have 4 operations or 4 tests we need to do with our sequence. Okay, so what are all going to be the 4 tests? Again, let us put our thinking logically. Okay, so when we have an increase, what operations comes to our mind? So in mathematical operation, when we happen to get an increase, we will either do by addition or by multiplication. These are the possibilities. Same way, when we happen to get a decrease, then what operations are all our possibilities? Exact opposite. Okay, so when we have subtraction and when we have division, right? So when I have a number given to me, when I subtract some number from it, or when I divide that number by some other number, in those cases we can have a decrease, right? So here we need to test with minus. Okay, first try with minus, whether we are able to follow some pattern with subtraction, that we have to do, or try with division. The second one, give preference to division operation. Okay, so first subtraction, then division. And as we have our third and fourth here with combination of operations, the same way here also we may have the combination of operations. So here what are all the possibilities we may have? Either we will have division along with minus or division along with plus. Okay, as I told in this case itself, these are going to be little rare. Okay, they are going to be less in frequency. I mean the number of questions that you are going to get will be little rare than compared to the first 2 cases. Same way here also, when we have a decreasing sequence, these are going to be very much more frequent, but these are going to be less in frequency. We cannot expect more number of questions of this type. This is going to be little rare than compared to the first 2 cases. Okay, but anyways it is better to know, and we can even show the same way how we have shown here. Okay, like how when we add a number, how it got increased, when we multiply a number, how we got the number to be increased. The same way here also we can show. When I do minus, when I subtract, how will be the numbers getting decreased? When I divide, how will the number get decreased? Okay, everything we can also show with similar examples. That is again possible. So we just note these possible cases. Okay, so when we have decreasing, just keep these tests in your mind. Division, subtraction, division, then the combinations. Division with subtraction, division with addition. Okay, so these are the possibilities we need to keep in mind. And next comes to our third logic. Okay, third nature is increasing and decreasing. Okay, you may even see some sequences, some number series question that will have a nature of both the first and second mixed together, put together. Okay, you may even have some sequence where you will have that sequence will be neither increasing nor decreasing. It will be some kind of both. Okay, so how will be this sequence? If you see, you will have your first number. Okay, you will have a first number, then the first term, that second term, if you see here, that second term will be more than the first term. Then again third term, what happens is it will be lesser. Again fourth term will be more, it will be an increased number. Then fifth term will be reduced, it will be a decreased. Okay, it will be a lesser number. Likewise, if you are able to see a big number, big number, small number. Likewise, if you are able to find both these natures, okay, increasing as well as decreasing, then we call it as an increasing and decreasing sequence. That's it. Okay. So numbers here will be of first term, second term may be a bigger number, third term will be again less, fourth term will be again big, next fifth term will be a small, next it will be big. Okay. Likewise, if you happen to see this kind of nature, this is what is increasing and decreasing. Okay, so when we happen to get a sequence which is of this nature, then what possible tests we need to do, that we will see. Okay, and again one thing I will reveal here itself, this case is also going to be little rare. Okay, so I will not say that you will never get questions from this type. You will happen to get questions, but compared to this is going to be little rare. Okay, so this type of questions we can expect in a very lesser level. Okay, so this is not going to be much frequent, but even if you are going to get questions like this, we need to test with the following. Okay, so how we are going to test it? Okay, I will not give you much of tests here. Okay, that may confuse you, because here itself we have seen many possibilities. Okay, I've even given some combinations here, so I will not put more things here and put you under confusion. So I will use some very simple words. Okay, what test we need to do here? If you ask, it's very simple. You will find alternate operations. Okay, you will find alternate operations. So this alternate operation test is what we need to do here when we deal with increasing and decreasing sequences. Okay, so what do you mean by alternate operations? It's very simple. Okay, so when we have an increase, then decrease, then increase, then decrease, if you find this nature, what would have happened? There are two possibilities. One is you can either have addition and subtraction. They would have happened in an alternative way. That is, first term they would have added some number, they got second term. Second term they would have subtracted something, they got third term. Again, third term they added something, they would have got fourth term. Like this, if you find an alternate nature, okay, that test you have to do when you deal with increasing, decreasing sequences. Okay, so plus and minus alternate. Okay, this you have to test. Or otherwise, what would have been the other pair? We have plus and minus, this is one possibility. What would be the other pair? The other pair would be very simple, multiplication and division. This may happen alternately, because you may have your first term, then they would have multiplied, they got second term. They divided, they got third term. Again they multiplied, they got fourth term. Divided, fifth term. Likewise, if it is going, there also you may have this increasing and decreasing happening. Okay, so overall if you see, these are all going to be the natures. Okay, so increasing, these are all the things you need to test. For decreasing, this one, and increasing and decreasing, as I told, it's going to be little rare than compared to the first two, and for which you need to test for the alternate operations. Very simple. Okay, so this is going to be the very basic, very general approach whenever you are given a number series question to you. Okay, and along with that, there is going to be one more very important test, okay, which is not here in this list. Okay, there's going to be a very important test that we are going to do here. that test also we have to do. Okay, that is going to be a general test. Okay, mostly when we have an increasing and decreasing sequence, we need to undergo that test also. Okay, so when you try with these possibilities, and if you are not able to satisfy the question, or if you are not able to find any pattern, a definite pattern, that time what we need to do? Okay, that time we have another important test to be done. Okay, that test is something called DOD. Okay, DOD, what is this DOD? DOD is nothing but difference of difference. Okay, I will write it, difference of difference. Okay, so let me not confuse it here itself. You just be knowing the name alone. Okay, just know the name alone, difference of difference, and you just remember it as DOD. Okay, so difference of difference, this is going to be very important another test that we need to check. Okay, so when we have to check, when you feel that these tests are not going to work out, or through which you are not able to get any result, or through which you are not able to catch the pattern in your given sequence, that time try with this DOD test. Okay, or by experience also, sometimes what happens is, by seeing the question's nature itself, sometimes this comes by practice. When you see the question's nature itself, sometimes you will be able to catch this DOD. Okay, so this is also one more thing that you need to test. And remember one thing, I will not give that exact thing, what is this DOD, this difference of difference here. Rather, when we work out the problems, there we will see in detail. Okay, because when we have problems and there, if we see this DOD, then it will give you a very nice understanding. Okay, so when we deal with problems, we will see about this DOD. Okay, so these are all the things, overall these are all the things we need to remember. And at the same time, last class we have seen squares, cubes, and then importantly multiplication of tables, multiplication tables. Okay, multiplication tables, all these things also you need to be knowing in prior. Okay, don't forget them, because this I have already given you the tips about the first class. Also I gave you the squares and cubes, the first 10 numbers, that also we have seen in the previous session itself. So remember all these things, and sure, when you are very sure about, you are clear with all these things, you can really crack your number series question that you are going to get in your UGC NET paper 1 exam. Okay, so never worry about it, and as of now you just learn them as your general approach, and kindly note it in your notes. Okay, when I already insisted you to maintain a separate notes for this, so kindly note it and take all these things. And when we work the problems, here we are not going to work any problems. From next session onwards, we will just see problems separately under each category. Okay, so there we are going to work out problems. Every concepts and everything is over here itself. So from next session onwards, we are going to work the problems. There, when we come to try the problems, all these tests that you have seen here are going to be important. Okay, so kindly you just remember all these things, take the notes, and then be clear. Okay, fine. And any doubts also you can post it in the comments. Hopefully from next video onwards, we will start to work some sample questions, exercise questions, and if possible, I will also take the previous year's UGC NET paper 1 exam questions, these number series questions, we will work there. Okay, soon we catch up in the next video. See you there. Thank you so much.